Hello, welcome back everybody to Frag Chat with Smelly and Smurfy. So we're back again, a little break, but it's great to be back.
Hello everybody.
So lovely to have you back, and today as usual we're going to be talking when we do this video series. If you haven't seen it before, we're putting them on my Mr. Smelly channel again, as we did with the last one, but it used to have a separate channel, so different format to my normal videos, no intros or fancy editing, and we are having a relatively informal chat about new fragrance releases, new fragrances that maybe we've bought, things that have been going on in the fragrance community, perhaps other YouTube videos. And we're usually going to be sampling a few fragrances in each video. Maybe Troll of the Week is a feature. We'll see if we've got one this week, that kind of thing. So, Claire, what have we got first on the agenda today?
Okay, we're going to sniff Goldfield and Banks fragrances. So, one of our subscribers or fragrant friends, Rob, has sent us quite a few bits and pieces, and he's also sent these Goldfield and Banks frags for us to smell. So that's what we're going to do.
Who are Goldfield and Banks?
So they are an Australian company. Mr. Goldfield and Mr. Banks.
Right.
And they make smelly stuff.
Okay, so is it and it's a brand that's been getting a bit of talk, hasn't it, in some of the Facebook groups that we're in?
Yeah, it's definitely getting a bit of a talk. I think it's now because it's available in the UK now,
right?
Which I don't think it was for a while,
right?
So yes.
Shall I say the prices for them?
Yes.
I checked. I could only find the Australian price, which is $229 for 100 mils. I translated that to UK money, and that's about £129 for 100 mil. We haven't quite checked the UK price.
No.
Might be slightly different, but that's the kind of ballpark you're in. So not hyper expensive.
It's a niche price. It's definitely a bit more than designer, but it's not mega.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which one would you like to do first
then? Shall we start with Blue Cypress?
Yes.
Should we just spray it into the card?
Go on then. Yeah.
Okay. Shall I read out the notes?
Do it. Yep.
Right. So Blue Cypress, a haze of light incense that fuses with the scent of the morning dew evaporating from a deep blue-green forest. Blue cypress, lavender, patchouli, clove, star anise.
Okay.
Smell.
Definitely fresh, isn't it?
Fresh, and I think it's quite aquatic.
Definitely aquatic, I was going to say, yeah. It's conjured up that light blue colour that the juice seems to be, fresh and aquatic.
It's in the same vein as Cool Water.
Right, yeah.
But it's not wowing me at the moment on first sniff.
It does smell a bit like a designer sports freshie. Was it this the one that we said it smelled like the Dolce & Gabbana thing?
Light blue, I'm not sure.
Oh. Maybe. There was one that we thought, Dolce & Gabbana light blue kind of thing. Maybe there's a bit more quality in there, but for a niche brand, it
doesn't wow me.
No.
But I'm not into aquatics anyway too much, so it wouldn't. But
quite liked it myself.
It's
but
pleasant.
If
it's kind of Issey Miyake ballpark.
Yeah, definitely.
But much more natural and much nicer than Issey Miyake, because I'm not a fan. But
it does smell like quite a nice quality rendition of a fresh citrus fragrance, but they're mentioning sort of patchouli and stuff and clove and star anise, but you mainly
I don't recognise any star anise. Maybe that comes out later.
You mainly get the fresh aquatic citrus thing, so just okay, really.
But then it is not my genre of fragrance anyway, so it's not necessarily a fair assessment, is it?
It's only first impression, but that one doesnn't grab us massively. Wow. This one, however, is...
This is Desert Rosewood.
Right. Go on, tell us the notes.
Buddha wood from Australia, mandarin from Sicily, cardamom, benzoin, vanilla, and patchouli.
Okay.
This is ridiculously rich and boozy, and reminds me of Bentley Intense.
Yes, good description actually. We both agree that it reminds us of, there's how the packaging comes for the sample, and then you can see the bottle there. Yeah, very boozy and rich and heavy. I've no idea what Buddha wood is. Do you know what that is?
No.
Sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? But it's supposed to be too philosophical for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But really boozy and rich.
Boozy and rich, I don't really get that much.
I said that 1821 Tobacco Man-made spirits.
Yeah.
Put me in mind of that a bit.
And it does, and because I find that too cloying, and
right.
I do find that actually a little bit cloying, or certainly the opening of it anyway.
All right, but if you like gourmands or very boozy fragrances,
you like boozy, tobacco, alcoholic, that kind of stuff.
Could be worth sampling.
You might like it.
Okay.
Very rich. Moving on to white sandalwood.
Yes.
Sandalwood, thyme, amber, rose, pepper, saffron. I think this is my favourite actually.
Okay. Ah, that's nice, yeah.
Very woody, kind of like pencil sharpenings, wood chips. I don't pick out a lot else but wood at the moment.
Right.
And then you said Terre d'Hermès without the orange.
Yeah.
Didn't you?
Yeah.
Feel like there might be vetiver in there.
It's very dry and woody.
It's not listed, but
yeah. And then what it's called with the desert theme there, they've got the picture there of a cracked desert earth, and it's that dry, arid
Terre
kind
d'Hermès,
of woody.
which actually means
earth. Okay.
Something. Earth of Hermes.
Hermes,
yeah. Anyway, very woody that one. So
quite pleasant that one. I quite like that.
That's
I mean,
quite
that could be
nice.
of interest to people. That one worth checking out. There's one more. And this one is Pacific Rock Moss. Right. Okay. Okay. So the notes on this one are coastal moss, Australia. It says lemon, Italy, sage, France, geranium, and cedarwood, and they tell you where they're from, Egypt and stuff. But anyway, yeah. So basically, those ingredients. So let's check that one out. I like that. That might be my favourite. Pacific Rock Moss.
Really reminds me of something.
Yeah.
Did I say last time the Blue Mediterranean?
No, you didn't say that last time, I don't think.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah?
Hold that thought. I've got it.
Okay, it's very fresh. It's the most citrusy one of the bunch. I kind of like it at the moment. It smells a bit more like a niche, fancy, freshy Blue Mediterranean lime was a good call. Okay, yeah, that's pretty close.
I think it smells like this.
Yep.
Hermes Un Jardin de Méditerranée, which is a figgy, fruity.
Yeah.
Smell that now.
Yeah, okay.
Similarity?
Definitely, yeah. It's reminding me a bit of Fico d'Amalfi by Acqua di Parma from the Blue Mediterranean.
And that's a fig. I think that maybe there's a secret fig note in there.
They've not said so, but we're getting a bit of fig in that.
It's figgy and fruity, yet very fresh and light.
But nice quality. That smells good quality.
I would happily wear that.
Pacific Rock Moss.
Light and casual.
Okay.
Do you think?
I think that one's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Okay, right, we've got to move on quick.
Let's get on to the next item on the agenda. Okay, so the other thing that he sent us is a completely different type of thing here. This is a discontinued, long vaulted, I think, Creed fragrance, Royal English Leather. I'm not sure if that may have been. I think that's supposed to be the first one they ever did, when it was just to spray on gentlemen's gloves or something, as you said in the year.
Before Christ.
When they claimed their first fragrance ever came out. So Royal English Leather from Creed. Neither of us have ever tried it. It's literally our first spray. So I'll let you do the honours.
Thanks, Rob, because it must be quite
yes,
rare.
that's very kind of you.
Really appreciate you sending us
in short supply.
Or just do one spray because it's.
I think it's meant to be quite strong, so it should be enough. Oh, okay. Kind of good.
Oh, that's nice. I don't get any leather just yet. I get citrus, something really smooth and slightly mineralic. Something quite sweet in there as well.
Definitely got a sweetness.
It's quite
sweet and maybe musky, is it?
Yeah, based on that, how that is right now, I really like that.
Okay. We did have a Creed that started off like that a little bit once, and then what we found it went a bit.
It turned into.
We're not too sure.
A wee cake.
Yeah, a wee cake. So we might pick that sample up in a minute.
I would wear that.
Okay.
It's actually familiar. It's floral. It's quite
floral. It does smell very floral, like a lady's perfume to me.
Yeah.
Because I think
I would suggest,
from the name, you'd think it might be more for men when they say leather. Normally,
yeah, I was expecting to really dislike it because a leather dominant fragrance isn't for me, but I would say that's either it's ylang ylang or jasmine or something.
Okay,
There's a sweet floral.
Yeah.
Something like a white flower, a heady exotic flower.
Yeah. It's very floral.
Kind of curious to give that a wear actually.
And sweet, quite effeminate really to me on the opening, but apparently I would have thought it was at least unisex, if not aimed more at men, but I don't know.
Could even be like a narcissus or something really heady and exotic, which I love.
Okay.
So far,
a surprise. We were thinking that's going to be like, ooh, what's that?
Yeah, I really did not expect to like that. I was very cynical.
Definitely didn't think you would. Yeah, you were. Okay, so Creed's Royal English Leather, really famous, hard to find one, and
top notes are awesome. So I might give that away. Maybe I'll give that a review on my channel.
You keep that and see what you think. Yeah. Okay, so let us know if you've tried any of those. Have you tried the Goldfield and Banks stuff? Are they worth it, or just another in the myriad of new niche houses that are just too much for us all to take in? But I think there's a couple of good ones there. And we'd be interested to hear what you thought about those. So let's talk about our new frags that we've been enjoying this week. Yes. I think you did a video on one of them.
I did.
But, this will be your first chance to share it with some of my viewers who may not have seen that. So
this is Shalimar Souffle Intense. So there is Shalimar. Obviously, you got the original Shalimar from Galan.
Have you got that?
The bottle's on the top
I'll grab
shelf.
It.
Don't knock anything over. You got the original Shalimar from Galan, and then a billion flankers, and then I think it was about 2014 or 15, they came out with Souffle de Parfum. That is the 2017 limited edition bottle with peacock design on it.
Very attractive.
And I'm wearing this a lot. I bought that brand new, and I've got through that much in a couple of months.
Yeah, you're really
which is a lot for me.
One, aren't you? Yeah.
So I love that, and I was really curious to try the Intense, and a fragrant friend, Maxine, sent me this to try, and I've reviewed it on my channel, and I'm really liking it so far.
So it's the Intense flanker to this?
Yeah.
Right.
To me, it smells less fluffy and musky and marshmallowy like that does, and slightly more ambery and resin-like.
Right.
But still very kind of soft and attractive, and I said it's a perfect date fragrance, or cozy come hither kind of fragrance.
Okay, right.
I might go on my
arm. And people can get that. It's out there.
It's out there. It's been out for about a year. Should we go on my arm?
Go on then. Let's just give it one. Yeah, let's see what we think.
Rather go on skin.
Okay. I smelled this yesterday, didn't I? Oh yeah.
I think it just gets better and better.
Okay.
So at first it smells quite similar to that.
The original Souffle de Parfum.
Then it sort of develops, and I get a bit of a soapy note from it for a short time.
Right.
And then it goes more resiny and still musky, but not as musky as the original. But yeah.
Okay, so although it's called Intense, is it less rich smelling and more airy, or
it's less airy?
Less airy.
Less airy and fluffy and musky.
Right.
I don't think it's more intense. I don't think it's not heavier. It's actually sits a bit closer to the skin.
Right.
But it's more about resins and I don't know. But it's just not quite so fluffy and musky and soft.
Okay. So a different note profile is the main tweak.
Probably not a massive difference, but enough to own both, I think.
Okay.
So it's a possibility on my to buy list.
Definitely great bottles.
Yes.
For that range.
I love the bottles.
Based on the original, isn't it? The Shalimar bottle. Okay, my new one that I got is one that you had a miniature of, and you still do, and that's Leroy Soleil from Salvador Dali. Discontinued one that I got on eBay for about 20... Didn't we find out that it's
Leroy Soleil.
Yeah.
Soleil.
I'm not known for my...
Was it the King of Sun? Or?
The King of Sun, I think. The Sun King, I think, would be maybe the translation.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is from the house of Salvador Dali, which of course is the famous surrealist painter. Many fragrances from that house. This one, long after he was dead, it came out in 1998. You can't get it easily anymore, but I found a second-hand one for a good price. Lovely kind of picture of the sun with some birds flying, but it looks like a sad face as well. Will it be a happy or sad face from you when you smell it? It's the second time we've tried this bottle, actually. Discuss.
Okay, so it's very bright and airy and citrusy.
Yes, definitely.
But there is this weird note in there, which you've said is described as a vegetable note.
Somebody said celery in a review on Fragrance.
What was it? How did I describe it yesterday? I said it was like a weird off grass.
Yeah, that's right.
Like not quite fresh, nice grass, but almost like.
And you thought
off grass.
Yes, That's what you said, and you thought that your mini maybe had gone off a bit, and that's why it smelled that way. You've now realised, unless this has gone off.
There's nothing wrong with my mini.
Oh, sorry. You know what I mean? Oh dear.
Yeah, no, I thought that my miniature perfume.
That's what I meant.
Probably had gone off.
Yes.
But now I've smelled this.
It's supposed to smell that way.
It's actually supposed to smell like that. So it's got this really pleasant, bright citrus.
Yeah.
But you also have this weird celery-like note.
Yep. I kind of agree with that, yeah. So you've got a nice citrus opening. I think it's lemon and bergamot, or maybe grapefruit, I think, is in there. So quite sharp citrus notes, but there is I think maybe a slightly metallic twang or something in there, which is interesting, but not necessarily pleasing to everybody. And it reminds me a little bit of Millesime Imperial from Creed. But you don't like that anyway, and you actually think this is not as bad as that.
I would wear that over Millesime Imperial.
So, not going to be easy for anyone to get that, but a nice fun oddity, Leroy Soleil from Salvador Dali, and a great box and all that with his signature. So, those were our new pickups this week. The last main subject that we wanted to talk about today was other YouTube videos. And just one thing that I've noticed is that a couple of the other fragrance reviewers are diversifying. So, Ashton Kirkland from Gent Sense has changed the name of his channel to The Binge, and he did have a separate channel called that, where he discussed things like films and other stuff in popular culture, maybe other stuff that's trending in YouTube in general, anything and everything, right? So he's now made that his channel name, and he still is saying he'll put out the same amount of fragrance reviews, but there's going to be that stuff on there too.
Yeah.
So, and I think I've noticed one or two other of the sort of younger generation of YouTube reviewers have now started occasionally to feature other stuff on their channels.
Yeah.
So what do we think about that? And what do you think? Let us know in the comments.
I think it's fine, because you're just going to scroll past the stuff that doesn't interest you.
Yes.
I think.
Okay.
But you could end up being introduced to something that you wouldn't be looking for that could be interesting. So yeah, I think we discussed earlier that you could maybe do it on your channel.
Well, yeah, I definitely will always keep my channel as Mr. Smelly, and it will always be a fragrance channel, but there are quite a few other channels. For example, the watch guy that I was into for a while, the Urban Gentry, is still a watch review channel, but he will, 1 in 8 or 10 videos will cover another subject.
Yeah,
so I potentially might do that if I wanted to mention a watch or something like that, but I wouldn't go to the extent of what Gent Sense has done, where it's changing the name and the fundamental description of the channel is no longer just a fragrance channel. But I understand why they're doing it, because they put a lot of effort into the videos. It probably gets to a certain point where they reach quite a good level of views and subscribers and realise they've almost hit a ceiling. That they're not going to break through to the Jeremy Fragrance level just by continuing to review fragrances, and they have to try and branch out if they want. You're putting all that work in. You would like to get as many views as possible,
so have you watched any of the non-frag related videos?
No, I don't. I haven't been interested in those subjects, and that's no disrespect for him. They're mostly, a couple of them have been about films that I don't know about and stuff. It's just stuff that isn't. It doesn't happen to be of interest to me. So I understand why people are doing it, but for me, I definitely wouldn't go down that route, because it's always about fragrances mainly for me. But what do you think at home about that? Would you have always done makeup and stuff from the very beginning on yours?
I'm not very professional about my approach to YouTube.
Don't say that.
I just talk about whatever I want to talk about. If people don't want to watch it, they don't want to watch it. Just happens that it's mostly frags, like 97% fragrances, but here and there I'll throw in a Smiggle pencil case. Yeah. Or I don't know.
It's nice to have the freedom.
Bee pollen and my success with slimming. Just anything, really.
So I think a lot of the female reviewers are much more comfortable with talking about other subjects because they see the whole picture, whereas men are a little bit, can be like, oh, I'm obsessed with fragrances, and they're really like focusing on that one subject. So a lot of the female channels tend to be a bit more that way anyway.
Yeah, like Kristen from Beauty Meow will do makeup and beauty products and other stuff as well.
Right.
So yeah.
But it's a newer thing amongst the male channels to have that happening. So what do you think about that? Let us know in the comments down below. And that brings us more or less to the end of our frag chat. Again, we're behaving ourselves. We did do one on a Facebook group last night where we got a bit more naughty and rude, but because we're having a cup of tea, so there's no drink of the night. But there might be the odd one when we have a drink in future too. Oh, right. Oh, lovely.
Special Smurfy cup.
So, yeah, but nothing nothing naughty in our cups today, so we're behaving reasonably well. Thank you very much for watching,
What
except to
about-
say we had Troll of the
Yes.
Week. So, well, this one, I'm the victim of this troll. It's Caesar Miezes on my video about my top 5 fragrances I bought this year, and he said, I really enjoy looking at Mr. Smelly's receding forehead. So thanks for that. I guess he did say enjoys it, so it's
it's a kind of semi
backhanded compliment, isn't it?
Semi-compliment.
Yeah. So thank you to him, and please keep the troll and non-trolling comments coming in the videos below. Let us know any other types of subject you want us to discuss. Are you pleased that these videos are on the Misty Smelly channel, or do they belong on the other old Frag Chat channel? Just wanted to give as many people as possible a chance to see this pop up in their feed, and my channel has more subscribers than that one.
You can always scroll on by.
Yeah, you can always click on buy, and of course they don't stop me doing any of my normal amount of the other format of videos, but as ever, honoured to have Claire on the channel, who's actually responsible, more than you know, for a lot of the things I know and have found out about fragrances. And I am genuinely very grateful for that. So thank you for being on the channel as ever. It's massively appreciated. Okay.
Be here. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for watching. Great to have you on board.
Time.
We'll see you hopefully very soon for the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.